Hello, gorgeous Librans out there. How are you guys doing? Welcome into your weekly reading. We're going to dive in and see what's going to be happening for the week ahead. All right, so let's jump into it. All right, my lovely angels. Let's get a card out, please, Spirit, for Libra for the week ahead, please. Energy of the week. You have the Fates. Whenever this card comes through, it always just makes me feel like you're going to feel very surrounded and supported by the universe. Like just the way that she's looking. Right, she knows that everything's working in her favor, so that could be a really good affirmation for you guys this week. And very fated things will be happening, all right? Let's see what else, though, because we need to dive a little bit deeper to figure out what that means for you. Let's get you an animal spirit card. For the week, please, Spirit, for Libra, immediately bee spirit comes through. So this can really come up when we're really focusing on hard work, right? Bees are very hard workers. So if you are focusing a lot more on your career right now, then this would be a really good sign that sweet results await. And that could be in any area of your life. If you're just working hard on yourself, if you're just working hard in your romantic world, whatever, however it applies to you, this is a really good sign that you're going to get some sweet honey at the end of this week. So I just feel like you feel very supported. You feel like you're doing the right work, and the universe is working in your favor. Again, that kind of affirmations coming through here. 2 number 7s, that's always my indication that you're on the right path. All right, so that could be another little sign for you guys. Let's get you a little message from your angels. What is something they want you to focus on or to say to you during this week? Please, thank you. What is that? Healing. Okay. All right, you guys are focusing on healing here during this week. That could be your health, that could be your mental health, that could be healing a broken heart. Let's get a couple more. For Libras this week, you have time out, and this came up in your new moon reading, so definitely check that out. All right, so time out. This is something was too much. Relax, go on a holiday. I feel like that really is maybe spending more time with yourself could be really important, and feel free to be free. I'm going to show you these up close and personal. Timeout is a number 10, and as we know, and if you don't know now you do, it's all about completion, right? 10s are the end of a cycle. So that's an interesting thing, because even though there's an ending here, I can see in your cards that you're actually kind of being liberated in some ways. So whatever that ending was, I mean, maybe it's a painful period of your life, right? That's something that's coming to an end. And feel free to be free yourself and let it go. You can be who you want to be. Express yourself. Again, liberation. You're in the sweetness, though, of healing, which is interesting because usually healing can be really tough, right? It's full of pain. But I feel like maybe you're understanding why something happened, and maybe you're understanding that it's the universe that's redirecting you somewhere better, because it feels sweet, which is weird, given that you're just feeling protected. I'm just not going to dive into it and bore you guys anymore about what I'm picking up on, but it does feel like you're in the sweet stages of healing. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you. For the Libras, please, Spirit, can we get a card out for the overall energy of this week? The Lovers tried to come through, so maybe some big choices coming up for you guys. Could be surrounding love or loving partnerships, relationships. Wow, I did not see how that flipped. That was really strange. So the overall energy of this week, again, with the sun being here, it really is about your happiness. And the sun is about freedom as well. When the sun shines, everything is illuminated, so you're getting truth, you're feeling maybe even guided. I just really feel like the path ahead is opening up for you guys this week, which is a really incredible reading. I almost feel like something's hidden, though, not because maybe it does feel a bit not too good to be true. I'm not saying that, because I can see that this is a really good stage in your life, at least where you're moving forward into. You're healing, you're feeling more free, you're feeling more happy. And I wonder if this seed of doubt that I'm feeling is also what you're feeling. But I'm going to dive in. I want to see, we will look over your challenges in a minute. But again, the sun is you focusing a lot more on the happiness. So maybe you've just finally stopped focusing on something and you're starting to free yourself from it. And you're starting to focus again on more happiness and more things that make you feel joy. Maybe you're dancing more. Maybe you're singing more. Maybe you're listening to better, happier music. Maybe you're just in the sun, right? Let's see what else is coming through for your energy. For the gorgeous Libras, please, Spirit, what is showing up in there? How are they showing up during this week? The Page of Pentacles, I love that. The Page of Pentacles, I love it so much. And that Six of Pentacles being here, you're really focusing on what you're giving your time and energy to. And that Page of Pentacles is a really nice card suggesting that you guys are actually starting to do new things, right? You're taking new routes is what I'm hearing. The Page of Pentacles is an apprentice. So maybe you guys are learning something new at this time. Maybe you are starting a new career, for example, and maybe you are studying in some way. But this is about taking the first step into a new kind of, it's not a new beginning, Page of Pentacles, but it's kind of being the newbie in something, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're observing what's around you. It's a good card though. And especially again, in terms of your career, is the beginning stages of something. Because it's a page, it's not a knight, it's not a king or a queen, it's just the beginning stages. But it could be in terms of your money. Maybe you're starting to get some savings together, maybe you're starting to receive a bit more money, or they're emphasizing the word growth though, so you're in the beginning stages of growth. So I love it. All right, I love it a lot. We will clarify these though. Let's get you another card out for potential challenges or blockages that you might face during this week. Okay, the Four of Pentacles and that Devil being there. So let me just keep them together for a minute, because I feel like they are they kind of mean the same thing. So the Devil is about restrictions. It could be just that feeling of feeling stuck. It could be kind of bad habits, addictions of some kind, things that you're trying to get away from. Now the Four of Pentacles being here in your challenge position, I will say in a good way, this could be, again, your challenge is about building on the foundation of something. All right, whether that be within yourself and you're trying to work on yourself, you're trying to ground yourself, this could be a really good sign that, okay, it's a challenge, but you're working on it. So it's a good challenge in that way. But another challenge for you guys is, sorry, I didn't mean to moan into the mic, but it was like, what I was getting was specifically, come on, Spirit, don't leave me like that. Don't leave me hanging. The Four of Pentacles is about being stubborn, right? And holding back or holding on to something. And with that Devil there could be a bit of an obsession or codependence on something. So again, you're still working on letting something go, or it's not a card of healing, so I don't want to say that. You are healing, that's there, but the Four of Pentacles specifically being your challenge is holding on to something. Now, there was something I wanted to say about it, but it just completely left me as I was going to say it. It could be holding on to fears. It could be holding on to toxic traits or toxic people in your life, or again, bad habits. They need to be let go of. All right. You could be making excuses around why you need that in your life, why I need to do this. But the Devil being there, it's more of a temptation and a bad habit than it is anything good. It's something that keeps you stuck, really. Now I really want to find out what I was hearing because that's bugging me now. We'll see if it comes up when we clarify it, but yeah, let's see. Thanks, Spirit, for embarrassing me like that in front of the Libras, right? Let's see what your overall advice is from Spirit. What's the advice that you have for Libras? The Three of Swords. It's addressing the pains, right? Which we've already said that there is some healing going on. Don't hold on to the swords. Take them out the heart, right? You can't heal a broken heart if you're not kind of addressing the things that have created pain, right? And you have to look at it in truth, right? Swords are about information, truth, and clarity. And I always say when this card comes up in the advice position, we're having to take each of these swords out one by one and look at them properly, right? We don't get to go, oh, well, I'm heartbroken because this person hurt me. Let's dive deeper into that. Let's look at it. Only when you're ready to, of course, because sometimes this can be intense or doing it one by one, but you can't heal a heart whilst these swords are still in there. So something, I wonder what that is. Let's go in and clarify, because there is something again that I'm feeling here. Now, this makes a bit of sense why I felt like there was something going on behind the scenes, but I guess it was already showing up in the reading anyway. Just remember, this is a good week, okay? Just remember that. It's just your advice here is to process some kind of heartache and pain. All right, let's dive in a little bit deeper. Why is the Sun here in the energy of this week, please, for Libra? The Three of Cups, there is celebration going on here. You are celebrating something. Maybe you're catching up with some friends. Maybe you guys are just spending some time around really good people. It could be three of you. All right, but this is about gratitude. So I also said that too with the sunflowers here, that you're starting to count your blessings, which may have been very difficult. Let's look at the Page of Pentacles. Why is this why is Libra showing up here? Judgment. Some of you could actually be starting to follow a calling of some kind, because judgment, again, is truth. It's surrendering. It's letting something go in order to move forward. In this case, I do feel like, the angel's blowing the trumpet there as well. So maybe there is something that you feel called towards doing in terms of your career, or in terms of your finances, or just your long-term stability. And this is something that you're actually starting to surrender to. And what that means, the specific word choice that making me use here, means that you've known that you needed to do this for a long time, right? And it's been nagging at you and you've been holding it back. No, now you're surrendering to it, which is interesting, because that means maybe you were your own blockage here. Because it almost feels like when you surrender something, you're kind of going with the flow, and it's almost the direction you're going to go in anyway if you were just to let go of some things. So again, whatever you've been holding on to has been holding you back. It's time to listen to your calling. And because you're showing up as that anyway this week, it's good. Judgment is also about forgiveness. So again, a lot of you are definitely working on letting and releasing something go. Letting something go and releasing something. 4 of Pentacles in your challenge. Can we dive a bit deeper into that and hopefully get back that message? All right, 4 of Pentacles. Why is this the challenge or obstacle for Libras this week? The 6 of Pentacles. So paying attention to what you're giving your time and energy to, as we were saying before. And it did come up with that Page of Pentacles, so it's funny that was there. To bring more balance into your life. Things have been a bit unbalanced, and that's ironic. Libra, you are all about balance. I feel like you're okay. There's also a little bit here about setting some boundaries with people. Because I wonder that 4 of Pentacles is like you're trying to do things for yourself now, and people are constantly trying to take from you. And it's good to give from an excess, right? This is about being charitable. This card can be about being charitable, to giving to those who may need something from you, or need something that you have. But you can only really do this when you are secure within yourself, right? So it's almost like the Ace of Cups that I'm getting here, but it's not about your feelings and emotions or your love. It actually might be about your resources. So who you're giving your time and energy to, or what you're giving your time and energy to, or your money maybe even as well, which would be good in this case with the 4 of Pentacles, because it is about working on that foundation. So again, as I said, with savings, or you're working towards a certain financial goal, and that's something that you are starting to build upon, right? For some reason that's coming up that way. I really want to sit here for like a few minutes and try to figure out. I might pause this just so I can stare at this card, so you don't have to be bored with me staring in silence. But I really want to try to find out what I was picking up on before. So bear with me just a second. All right, guys. Well, I'm not entirely sure. I was trying to get something from it. Let's just try and clarify what they were speaking about with that. I will do that on camera. What is the 4 of Pentacles with the Devil energy about here? What was this message? The Chariot. So in a way, the Chariot has to let go of that city in order to move forward and to go on an adventure and go to chase his dreams and goals and his again kind of that calling. All right, your North Star is kind of your purpose here. So I really just get the sense here that it is just saying that something is limiting you and holding you back. Whether the devil is representing, again, like a toxic connection or toxic traits or habits within yourself that you need to, have the courage to detach from and strength to do so, or whether it's your own fears that might be holding you back. Either way, it's important to understand what you're holding on to at this time so you can move forward to chase your dreams and goals, right? Anyway, let's look at that 3 of Swords then for you guys. Let's see what this is about here. Why is the 3 of Swords in the advice position? What can you say about that for the Libras? 3 of Swords in the advice. Justice. Interesting. Healing from feelings of injustice. The King of Pentacles is interesting here because it could be surrounding financial matters. Maybe you've been through a little bit of a painful period when it comes down to maybe business or contracts with people, or your work life. I'm hearing, yeah. Okay, work-life balance I was hearing as well. King of Pentacles, again, it could be a person, could be an earth sign here. Could be a boss, whoever this is. The Justice and the 3 of Swords. Your advice is to bring balance, maybe even some forgiveness, or heal from a situation that felt unjust, and to understand that you're already on the path towards towards being in the position that you want to be in, or that you felt was unfairly taken from you, which is interesting. So I wonder if that's like, again, a business contract and somebody else won and you feel like you really deserve that, for example, but you're in the Page of Pentacles. So it's inevitable that you will eventually reach the King of Pentacles, right? Which is, again, all about stability and financial reward, etc., etc. Could be authority, I don't know. But you're already going to get that. But I wonder if you're, I just feel like bringing some balance into your life. A lot of the time, and I get it, we kind of blame the past for holding us back. And yeah, back then it definitely was a very big reason. It could have derailed you or whatever it is. But from this point moving, that person is probably not going to come in and save the day for you. Or that situation is not going to reverse itself. So really, at the end of the day, we have to kind of process, okay, like, this is my future, my destiny. It's up to me to make sure I get that. So even when there's injustices along the way, which is just inevitable, unfortunately, it's life. There are some people in the world that just, I don't know. It depends on who you're dealing with, but it happens. And the more that we blame it externally, everything around us, the less we're kind of doing something about it, right? So I would say to take your control back, which I feel like you're doing already. So this time out saying something was too much, relax, go on a holiday. I like this. This could be what the celebration is about, where you're catching up with some friends or celebrating with some people, just having a good time. I like that a lot. Judgment and the Page of Pentacles, you're following this calling now. You're surrendering to the universe. You know now what you need to do, all right? And you're trusting in the universe to guide you. All right, and as I said, the fates are trying to pull you somewhere, right? And sweet results await, which we can see. It's just a little bit of processing some probably past influence in your life so that you can create balance. And this justice is here. That's your card, Libra. All right, so interesting. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. Have an incredible rest of your day, rest of your week, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right.